Okay, hello, my name is G. Welcome to my channel. I'm a mom of two. Most importantly, I'm an artist. I'm here to share my journey of art business around my house portrait. My business is at the project stage, which means it's super duper early. It's still an idea, and I'm trying to do stuff and actually doing stuff. And this filming YouTube is one of that. And I started my Instagram posting on my personal feed. So I'm trying to figure all those out and I'm trying to share everything with you guys. If you're here in your mid 40s or 50s and 60s and whatever you think is too late, you're not. And um, it's scary. However, like you're not alone here. I know we're doing everything here, like on top of the existing responsibility, like kids, family, existing jobs. Money is important, but you also have the passion that you want to chase. You want to start something new. And those matters for your happiness. And I am here. I'm doing this for my happiness that comes with financial freedom. So that's ultimately my goal. Hopefully that happens in the future. However, whatever to talk about that, that's too far away. And yes, anyway, so I want to talk about how to stay lean and financially light and sustainable at this early stage. So if this is something interested in you, please stick around. It'll be really nice if you can hit the subscribe, follow me, leave the comments and more questions because I love to hear from you and share opinions and thoughts. All right, let's start. A little bit of backstory of mine about this financial decision, how to go lean and light and sustainable. So I'm still a licensed real estate agent, but I'm not actively looking for clients as of right now. While I was doing it, I was stressed financially because it really drained it was really burning my pocket. Well, just to stay in the list, like MLS listings or not the list, MLS and lockbox and desk fees. Those are just like you need to start with thousands at the beginning, and then like on top of that, you also need to spend money on like open house signs and stands and all kind of marketing materials and printings and gas monies and EDDMs like CRM also like that the company provides, and sometimes it comes for free, sometimes not. So it really added up. Some people might say like, yeah, that's how you do business, and then that's inevitable. And some people say, well, once you make the transactions, that'll be all covered and all that. But it was huge stress for me, so I really don't want that. Funny thing is, like the freelance illustrator and graphic designer job, I did that over 10 years. Well, actually, I think it's 15 years now. Well, because I'm still doing it. Anyway, I've never been under like the stress financially with that because really didn't really cost money. I was subscribing Adobe programs and that's few hundreds per year. Um, I didn't really spend any money on marketing other than like social media. It was like very little expenses over time. And so the reason I was under financial stress with that job was because I was not making enough money to support my family, not because I'm worrying about going under. So that was big difference, and I really believe that's why I could do for a long time with not a sustainable workflow. So, what kind of tools am I using or planning to use? Well, I want to start with marketing tools because that's where a lot of people are willing, or that's where a lot of people spend money, and that's where I spent a lot of money in the real estate business. Anyway, so to stay lean, I'm going to save as much as possible on this part. One, Instagram. Instagram is going to be the most important platform for me because it is very well curated platform for visual artists like me. I can create all the posts looking good and cohesive, and that is going to be my brand image. So Instagram is important. Also, like Instagram DM system, or I can put LinkedIn, Linktree, um, those kind of thing under my information and about section. So like that is going to be a great place that I can introduce myself and create a whole brand. So that is super duper important. Facebook. Facebook, like once you link with Instagram, you pretty much like auto post of it at the same time on Facebook. But on top of my personal feed, I want to talk about some communities. There are tons of communities in Facebook like that I can target and that I can talk to, like realtor communities or communities, mom communities. Yeah, there are tons. I have to look for that and then engage with those people and then make the relationship, and yeah, that is going to be another marketing place for me. um well, TikTok is a big name, right? It has tons of people just like Instagram, Facebook. There's a lot going on. It's super trendy. Everyone's are there. However, I'm not a really TikTok user. I don't scroll there. I don't really use it. I don't really watch it. So like I don't really see myself putting my effort there. And I've done it before. So because of that experience, I know it's just like that a few more clicks to create a video for that and picking up music and just branding for on TikTok. That extra step was just like more than extra energy draining. So I don't think it's really important for me at this point. Maybe later if I have any interest in that. So that's it. So I'm just going to ditch it for now. And what else? Email. Email is going to be like really, really, really important. Like once I get going, that is going to be another super important focus because who everyone talks about the importance of email listing, right? I have experienced that, and that is very much one-on-one focusing and targeting. You can talk about your value proposition a lot better, and you can talk about your services better. It's a lot of times people are going to see your name by what do you say, the notification on the email. If not, so be it, but at least that's another thing that I can use it for free. um, Texting, I really want to do it because it is another thing that people cannot like really get away from seeing my name. I want to use it, but I don't know how to use it well. I haven't really figured it out, so I am working on it. But once I figure that out, I really want to be on that. And sending text, I'm sorry, well, I might be another spammer, but to put my name out there, I don't know how nice I can be. Well, I don't know. Well, there's some sucky part of sales, but suck it up and do. And the important thing is putting my name out there, and then things get going, right? And more importantly, like I think this way about that. Well, bad way saying is spam, but there are times people need that service, and you're just right there. It's very easy to find you, and you've been there. waiting. So why are you hiding? Be there constantly so that whenever they need, they can find you easily. So that's what I think. And that's another thing that I can serve you. Like, hey, I am easy to find and I can serve you the best way. Yeah. So time saver for them. Um, Another thing is going to be what else is there for marketing? Oh, this is just like my little idea. Posting on Nextdoor. It's just a little thing like, hey neighbors, like there's a artist in your neighborhood, and then I'm doing this kind of thing, and especially when I get to paint houses in the same neighborhood, and why don't I post? So it's just like interesting thing for those people in that neighborhood, right? So yeah, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So another thing next door, and none of these cost money so far. Maybe texting, I don't know. So this again, I'm trying to figure that out. All right. I want to go for the administrative tool, which is CRM software. Well, with real estate agent experience, I figured that CRM is something important for me. Yes, there are people who use just Excel sheets, but I figured that using software and keep up with clients and then make the plan for my marketing and then sending those and setting things, like if I do emailing or Nextdoor or like posting and stuff like that, it's just a lot easier and smoother and just time saver. I have looked up MailChimp, Monday.com, and HubSpot, and the down. Well, they're all like pros and cons, and if it's, I mean, everything offers some free version, but it has either limited function or limited time. Well, I think Monday.com and MailChimp, they give you free trial for 2 weeks and that's it. And that causes like some imposter syndrome for me and gives me a fear to click and start. You know what? I think I'm just going to stick with the HubSpot, and because it gives the unlimited time free service. However, it is limited on the function, but maybe it's sufficient, and then I'll just give it a try. And then if it's not working, now I know better, and then it's like fail fast and then move on and do better, iterate, hold that and just start, do, and move on and do it again. I don't know how else you can grow. All right. The next thing is going to be video filming. Well, you can spend tons of money there, or you can spend nothing here. And I'm on the later side again because, well, this video is filming with my laptop. That's it. I don't even use my phone really, because the very first video that I took for my Paint With Me video, it was supposed to be 2 hours. And I actually was there painting for 2 hours and thinking video is filming. But it turned out something happened on my phone, like text or calls were coming in, and then it somehow stopped. I did not pick up. I just ignored. So I don't really believe that anymore. And the quality of the video was not as good as this. So I'm just using this. Yes. And DSLR cameras, those are a great tool. I do have one, but what can I say? I don't know really how to use it. And the memory card, how to hook it up with my computer is annoying because I need to go back and forth if I need to like film again and stuff and check. Connecting that camera into my laptop, I absolutely have no idea. I guess I can learn, but I don't think it's worth to invest my time to learn. I have other things to do. So this is sufficient, and even Paint With Me video, I take the videos with this. Next, video editing. I use Canva and CapCut, and they offer pro version. Those are going to be like, those are going to cost money. However, I'm trying to stay in free. My editing is nothing fancy. I'm just doing very basic. I don't use much b-rolls, and I don't have a lot of effects, and the basic what is that, templates seems like good enough, and basic animation tools and stuff like that I can quickly learn and apply for it. So far it's been working. Yeah, you can stay free for that. And there are like fancy tools like After Effects and other, what is that, sorry, I forgot. Anyway, those fancy tools. Well, again, my job is not making fancy videos here. Here, I'm trying to be lean and efficient. More important thing is getting my video out there and then post it on time, rather than make this video perfect and super looking good and professional. And for that, I'm not trying to be a professional. And if I'm like rough and, you know, clumsy on this, so be it. Please understand me. And if you're making that one, I'm going to be there and watching you. And in fact, I love those kind of videos and YouTubers. So it is what it is. Everyone has their own style, and you're going to be just you. Okay. All right, I want to hit the part that I'm not going to try to save money here, and then I'm not going to be stingy on this part, which is the art supply. Art supply, well, my base art supplies are going to be the professional grade. So be it. That's it. Yeah. However, I also like my hands dirty. I understand the effect of cheap material. I understand the value of expensive material, and they create different effects, and I really mix them to create those kind of things. So, yeah, creating the effect and deliver the best artwork is my service. I'm not interested in saving money here. Not that I'm going to go like, you know, go crazy and spend tons of money and that kind of thing, but yeah, this is just out of touch. Last thing is going to be a big question about the website. I'm not planning on it right now. Like I said, my business is very much like project stage. It's very early. I well, just because I have website right now doesn't mean it's going to create a lot of traffic there. And that's what I'm working on, making more traffic under my brand. So making it, well, having a website later, I don't think that's that bad idea. And having a website is going to cost money. That is subscribe, either you use Wix or the store, or just like having the domain name, everything it costs money. It might not be a lot, but I don't think it's necessary expense for right now. Maybe later. It's going to make it look more professional. I think so. It's going to make you look more stable business, maybe. But really, all the function that I can do through the website, it can be done through Instagram. I just need to set up well, and let my clients to know how they can contact me through email or DM. So yeah. So how much did I spend so far? I think I'm spending only on art supplies and my time. I guess that's about it, and I guess some coffees. So what do you think about how how much I'm not going to spend money on my business at the beginning? Um, I think you can totally start with that the same idea. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to set up everything. You don't have to look professional from the beginning. I believe you can have great connection by just being who you are. That's what I'm trying to do here. Well, if you're truly my friends and you're watching me, I'm a little embarrassed, but however, this is me. Well, and if you're like seeing me for the first time, you're watching the true me. Well, if you're 40s, 50s, 60s feel like it's late, it's not, and you can do it too. Well, you're not alone, so I'm here too. Let's talk about it. I love to help if there's anything. And I want to hear your story and how you make your business lean and sustainable. Well, thanks for watching. And please, if this was something that you can relate and then helpful, please click subscribe, and then you can comment on below. What else? Follow me and subscribe me, like me, everything. Yeah, engagement is very, very, very encouraging for me. So see you in the next video. 안녕.